Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Pisces April 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as April goes, the Sun will be in Aries from the 1st until the 20th. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on money, income-generated resources, possessions, values, self-worth, and self-esteem, as well, and buying and selling. Now, given that this is Aries energy, a lot of this could be done with a lot of courage, a lot of fortitude, a lot of assertive and aggressive energy. This could be done, though unfortunately it could be with a little bit impatience, a little bit impetuous energy as well, given that this is Aries. So it's important to look before you leap, and especially perhaps in matters with buying and selling, in matters pertaining just to making income in general. And this could also be shining the light, so to speak, on an Aries possession. If something was lost, some possession you had, it could be like an Aries type possession you might find at this particular point in time. It could be something connected with carpentry or welding, or if you were in the military, some military item. It could be some gun, perhaps if you were a gun owner and you had misplaced it. Anything that could be Aries related, a helmet, some kind of anything headwear, anything associated with the head. So anyway, well, the next thing up is as far as April goes, the Sun will be in Taurus from the 20th until the 30th. So the third house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on communications, siblings, cousins, neighbors, short journeys, local transportation, one's early education, and even assimilating information at this time. Now, given that this is Taurus energy, this could be done in a very methodical manner, very plotting, very deliberate, very ponderous energy. It could be doing a lot of focusing on doing a lot of thinking before actually speaking and articulating things. It could also be done with a lot of patience, persistence, and perseverance as well. And also too, you're talking about Taurus energy, again, very deliberate manner, very methodical, slowly but surely, but very steadily as well, and also with a lot of loyalty and dedication and devotion at the same time. So could also be, again, given to being Taurus energy, this could really a lot of the focus, so you're talking about third house, a lot of the focus can be on the siblings, the neighbors, the cousins at this time, perhaps, and really, and also being really having a lot of patience in these matters as well, and a lot of persistence at the same time. But it could also be focusing on a sibling, a cousin, or a neighbor that might have that case of the stubborn, so to speak, and it might be shining the light on somebody, that one of these people that might be showing a lot of obstinate tendencies at this time as well. So anyway, well, the next thing up is there will be a new moon in Aries on April 5th. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, this could manifest perhaps in a new Aries money-making endeavor. It could be something with welding, carpentry, working as an EMT, a surgeon, something with sports perhaps. It could be doing something, anything that could require some kind of courage and confrontational energy. It could be working in auto repossession or even firefighting, anything associated with fire. This could also be a new period where you begin maybe to stand up for yourself more, which really being more assertive in this part of your life, and being able and really could impact your self-worth, self-esteem, and how you feel about yourself, and also being more assertive and aggressive. You might start in terms of buying and selling and doing things on a monetary things that are of a monetary nature at this time as well. And really, I mean, the second house is also about your possessions. It could be a time where maybe you purchase a new Aries type possession. It could be something connected with welding, carpentry, firefighting, such as maybe getting a fire extinguisher. It could be some matter for self-defense. It could be to something that could be a gun. Like if you get a gun permit, perhaps you may purchase a gun. It could be anything that could be. It could be Aries related. It could be something for the head. It could be a helmet. It could be some kind of new hat you may decide to get at this time. But in some cases, this could be a beginning of a new contentious situation, and it might be over some possession or some property. Well, maybe possession or something of a monetary nature or some resource. And when you're talking about the new moon in Aries energy finishing with the full moon in Libra, of course, it could be the start for some people, start of something contentious that can end with a reconciliation or a compromise at some point. Hold on a moment, people. Anyway, sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, next thing up is there will be a full moon in Libra on April 19th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, well, full moons in astrology can be about the ending or culmination or completion of something. This could be the end perhaps of could be a Libra intimate or sexual relationship. It could be somebody with someone that has a Libra sun, moon, or ascendant, or someone that embodies Libra characteristics. Now, full moons could also be about a time when one becomes tired, full, and exasperated at something or someone. It could be someone you're in an intimate connection with, or sexual relationship with, or even a shared resources situation that might be showing, some kind of superficial charm, or being overly indolent, complacent, or just too overly peace-loving. And it just might be something where you might become tired, full, and exasperated at this point. Or it could even be an unfair situation in a shared resources scenario. Now also too, full moons in astrology can be about unveilings and revelations as well. Now in some cases this could be about the unveiling or revelation or some kind of criminal record. It could be with someone you're in an intimate sexual relationship with, or maybe if you're involved with a psychologist or somebody or an astrologer that you may know of, somebody that might be in an 8th house type profession. And it could also be about maybe making the completion or of a balanced transformation, or finding balance maybe psychologically at this point. Also could manifest in a legal settlement, such as a wrongful death situation, or maybe something connected with insurance or tax matter comes to an end. That could be in the form of a legal settlement, or perhaps even a reconciliation, a compromise, or some negotiation is completed with somebody 8th house related at this point in time, or something could be something with taxes or insurance matter, or some kind of debt. Could be like a credit card debt. So anyway, next thing up, well, Mercury will be in Pisces as far as April goes, from the 1st until the 17th. So the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, well, one way this may manifest, this could be about rather ambiguous, cryptic communications, perhaps with someone from your early childhood. It could be somebody that was instrumental in new beginnings. This could be maybe a person maybe that had impact on your outlook, or even a grandmother in some cases. Now, as I've stated previously, Mercury can also be about siblings as well. This could be about Pisces siblings. It could be Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Pisces characteristics that might figure prominently in your new beginnings, perhaps your outlook. It could be in matters with the grandmother, perhaps, or someone from your early childhood. now, or even your appearance as well. And being you're talking about Mercury in first house energy, you may be more loquacious and voluble on a first impression, and just more talkative in general, talking about Pisces related subjects such as poetry, dancing, the metaphysical, which includes astrology, maybe things with water such as swimming, um, anything, photography, chemistry, things connected with the pharmaceutical, anything that could be Pisces related. So, and you may also have a more of a youthful type appearance at this time as well, given that we're talking about Mercury and first house energy. So, anyway, and also guard against thieves at this time, because you may come into contact with more propensity to come into contact with them. Mercury is associated with that. And you're talking about Pisces energy, of course, that could be very deceptive and duplicitous. And Pisces energy is good at carrying on a facade, and things are not always what they seem. So, anyway. Well, next thing up is Mercury will be in Aries as far as April goes, from the 17th until the 30th. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, this could be about rather direct, outspoken communications. It could be with people that maybe are prominent, your possessions, your income generated, your resources. You might feel at this time also too, where you're more outspoken and forthright regarding your possessions. If somebody is doing something with them and something you don't like, or holding on to some of your things more than need be, then you're more likely to speak up about it at this time. Also, this could be about, in some cases, that you could be looking at, Mercury can also be about thieves as well. So this could be about very direct thieves, really maybe really having an impact on your possessions, your resources at this time. So it's important to be careful as far as that goes. Now also too, you might find yourself having more spontaneous, original and pioneering thinking regarding things of a monetary nature at this time in terms of generating income. And also too, you might find yourself talking directly about matters with your self-worth and self-esteem at this time as well, and also about having more original pioneering ideas in terms of making money. Now last but not least, Venus will be in Pisces as far as April goes, from the 1st until the 20th. So the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, you may actually appear more attractive than usual, maybe having some kind of mystical or ethereal type look at this time. Money may be spent more on the self, on yourself, maybe Pisces related things, such as things connected with photography, poetry, dancing, anything that could be Pisces related, things connected with the metaphysical, which could include astrology. You might find yourself valuing Pisces things more and being seen on a first impression more so than usual, or Pisces relationship might strongly impact your outlook on life, or it could be somebody from your early childhood. It could be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply one that embodies Pisces-like characteristics. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Pisces April 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And anyway, two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person astrologically speaking based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.